Could a single dime from 1989, 1970, or 2004 be worth a fortune? These seemingly ordinary coins have hidden errors that could transform them into priceless treasures. But spotting these rare mistakes requires a keen eye and the knowledge to know exactly where to look. Stay with me as we reveal the fascinating world of these dime errors and how they could put you on the path to riches. The year 1989 might not stand out for most people, but for coin collectors, it holds a special intrigue. Among the many coins minted that year, the 1989 Roosevelt dime has become a focal point of interest, not for its face value, but for the extraordinary possibilities hidden in its design and production. This seemingly ordinary coin, often dismissed as loose change, has the potential to be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, thanks to rare minting errors and anomalies. Let's start by diving into what makes the 1989 Roosevelt dime unique. First, there are the basic specifications. It's a small, unassuming coin made of a copper core with nickel cladding, weighing just 2.27 grams and measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter. The obverse features a portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a design introduced in 1946 to honor his legacy and role in founding the March of Dimes. The reverse depicts a torch flanked by olive and oak branches, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Coins minted in Philadelphia lack a mint mark, while those from Denver bear a D, and proof coins from San Francisco carry an S. While these specifications seem ordinary, they set the stage for identifying the extraordinary. The allure of the 1989 dime lies in its errors, and these errors often originate from the minting process. Coin errors occur when something goes wrong during production, leading to anomalies that collectors prize for their rarity and uniqueness. Let's explore the types of errors you might find on a 1989 dime and how these mistakes can turn an everyday coin into a treasure. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die. This happens when a coin's design is impressed more than once on a die, slightly misaligned each time. On a 1989 dime, this could result in doubling in key areas like the lettering of Liberty, In God We Trust, or even the date. These subtle duplications create a ghostly effect, and spotting them requires a keen eye or a magnifying glass. The more pronounced the doubling, the higher the value. A single double die error coin has been known to fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Another fascinating error type is the off-center strike. This occurs when a coin is not properly aligned with the striking dies, causing part of the design to be missing. The degree of misalignment varies, and coins with significant portions of the design missing are especially valuable. Imagine finding a dime where Roosevelt's portrait appears skewed or incomplete. This kind of mistake can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the extent of the error. Clipped planchets are another error worth noting. During the coin blanking process, the metal sheets used to create planchets can sometimes overlap, resulting in coins with crescent-shaped clips. These coins are highly collectible, especially if the clip is large or combined with other errors like off-center strikes. A particularly rare and exciting error involves missing clad layers. The 1989 dime, like other modern dimes, consists of a copper core sandwiched between layers of nickel. In some cases, one or both nickel layers are absent, exposing the copper core. These coins have a distinctive reddish hue and are easily distinguishable from regular dimes. Collectors prize them not only for their rarity, but also for their striking visual appeal. Die cracks and cuds also make the list of notable errors. Die cracks occur when the die used to strike the coin develops small fractures, leaving raised lines or marks on the coin's surface. Cuds are caused by pieces of the die breaking off, resulting in blank areas on the coin. Both types of errors add character and value to the coin, with larger and more prominent defects fetching higher prices. The excitement of discovering these errors isn't just theoretical. There are real-life stories of collectors who have stumbled upon valuable error coins in the most unexpected places. Take the case of a collector who, while sorting through a roll of dimes purchased from a bank, found a 1989 dime with a dramatic off-center strike. After having it professionally graded and authenticated, the coin sold for several $1,000s at auction. Another collector discovered a double die error on a dime they had kept in a jar for years, a find that ultimately paid for their family vacation. So, how can you identify these valuable coins? First, You'll need a few basic tools: a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe with at least 10x magnification, a digital scale for weighing coins, and calipers for measuring dimensions. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting, looking for anomalies like doubling, misalignment, or unusual shapes. Pay special attention to the lettering, date, and edges, as these areas are often where errors are most noticeable. If you think you've found an error coin, the next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC. These organizations can confirm the authenticity of the error and assign a grade that reflects the coin's condition and quality. The grade significantly impacts the coin's value, with higher grades commanding higher prices. But what determines the value of an error coin? Several factors come into play, including the type of error, its rarity, and its condition. Error coins with dramatic or unusual features are generally more valuable, as are those in mint state condition with minimal wear. Market demand also plays a role. As more collectors seek out error coins, their value tends to rise. Now, let's talk numbers. A standard 1989 dime in circulated condition is worth only its face value of 10 cents. However, add an error to the mix, and the value can skyrocket. A double die error might fetch anywhere from $100 to several $1,000s, depending on its clarity and prominence. Off-center strikes can range from $50 to over $1,000, while coins with missing clad layers or dramatic die cracks can sell for similarly impressive sums. The rarest and most extraordinary error coins have been known to exceed $10,000 at auction, making them true treasures for collectors. The allure of error coins has created a vibrant community of enthusiasts and experts. Online forums, social media groups, and local coin clubs provide opportunities to share discoveries, exchange knowledge, and stay updated on market trends. These communities are invaluable resources for both novice and experienced collectors, offering tips on identifying errors and insights into the world of numismatics. For those looking to sell their error coins, there are several options to consider. Online platforms like eBay provide access to a global audience, while specialized auction houses offer a more targeted approach for high-value coins. Local coin shops and shows are also great venues for selling and networking with fellow collectors. Before selling, it's important to research current market values and consider having your coin professionally appraised to ensure you get the best possible price. As we near the conclusion of our journey into the world of the 1989 Roosevelt dime, it's time to reveal some of the most extraordinary finds. One such example is a 1989 dime with a perfectly preserved double die error, which sold for over $10,000 at a prominent auction. Another remarkable discovery was a coin with multiple errors, a missing clad layer combined with an off-center strike, that fetched an astonishing $15,000. These examples highlight the incredible potential hidden in what many consider mere pocket change. But the most valuable 1989 dimes aren't just rare. They're also a testament to the thrill of the hunt. The possibility of finding a treasure in your change jar or a roll of dimes from the bank is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Each coin holds a story, a piece of history waiting to be uncovered by those with the curiosity and determination to look closely. The 1970 US dime might seem like just another small coin in your pocket or change jar, but what if I told you that some of these seemingly ordinary dimes could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more? That's right, there's an incredible world behind this unassuming coin, and today, we're uncovering its secrets. From rare minting errors to hidden details that most people overlook, the 1970 dime holds treasures that could completely change the way you see coins. Let's start with the basics of the 1970 US dime. It was struck in a time when America's economy was under pressure, and coin production had to meet the growing demands of everyday commerce. Made from a composition of copper and nickel, this dime features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side and the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. But here's where it gets interesting. While millions of these coins rolled off the presses at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, a handful left the mint with mistakes. Mistakes that would go unnoticed by most but have since become highly sought-after treasures. Now, when we talk about coins that are worth a fortune, what we're really talking about are errors, those unintentional quirks that occur during the minting process. These errors are what separate a dime worth 10 cents from one that's worth thousands of dollars or more. Errors like off-center strikes, double dies, and even coins struck on the wrong planchets are just some of the examples we'll be diving into. And trust me, the value of these errors is staggering. One of the most common and collectible errors you'll find on the 1970 dime is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or incomplete. While these errors are fascinating to look at, their value depends on just how off-center the strike is. A slight misalignment might only fetch a modest premium, but a coin struck so far off-center that part of the design is missing can command a hefty price at auction. Then there's the double die error, one of the most famous and desirable errors in coin collecting. On a double die coin, certain details of the design appear to have been struck twice, slightly offset from each other. It's a subtle but unmistakable error, often visible in areas like the lettering or the details of Roosevelt's portrait. Spotting a double die error takes a keen eye and the right tools, like a magnifying glass or loupe, but the payoff can be immense. Some double die dimes have sold for thousands of dollars, making them a top target for collectors. But the story doesn't stop there. Among the rarest and most valuable 1970 dimes are those struck on incorrect planchets, blanks meant for other coins. Picture this: a dime struck on a planchet intended for a foreign coin, or even a different denomination entirely. These errors are incredibly rare, and their value reflects that. One of the most famous examples is a 1970 S-proof dime overstruck on a 1900 barber dime. Yes, you heard that correctly. A modern dime mistakenly struck over a coin that was already decades old. This astonishing error has been the centerpiece of high-profile auctions, with bidding wars driving its value into the tens of thousands of dollars. Now, you might be wondering, how do these errors even happen? After all, isn't the mint supposed to catch these mistakes before the coins leave the facility? The answer lies in the sheer scale of production. In 1970 alone, millions of dimes were minted across the country. With so many coins being produced, even the most sophisticated quality control processes couldn't catch every anomaly. A misaligned die here, a misfed planchet there, and suddenly, you've got a handful of coins that are completely unique and incredibly valuable. The next question, of course, is how you can find one of these rare error coins. The good news is that you don't need to be a professional numismatist to get started. Many of the most valuable error coins have been discovered in the most unexpected places: pocket change, rolls of coins from the bank, even estate sales. Take the story of a collector who purchased a roll of dimes from a local bank, only to find a rare double die error worth thousands of dollars. Or the tale of a family sorting through an inherited coin collection and stumbling upon a 1970 S-proof dime with a minting mistake that turned out to be a small fortune. If you're ready to start hunting for these treasures, there are a few tools that can make the process easier. First and foremost, invest in a good magnifying glass or loupe with at least 10x magnification. This will help you spot subtle details like doubling on the lettering or imperfections in the design. Next, consider getting a scale that can measure coins to the nearest tenth of a gram. This is especially useful for identifying coins struck on the wrong planchets, as their weight will often differ from that of a standard dime. And don't forget good lighting. Errors can be hard to spot under dim conditions, so make sure you're working in a well-lit area. Condition is another critical factor when it comes to the value of a coin. A 1970 dime with an error will always be worth more if it's in pristine condition, free from scratches, dirt, or wear. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with higher grades commanding significantly higher prices. If you think you've found a valuable coin, consider having it professionally graded by a trusted service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Not only will this give you an expert opinion on the coin's condition, but it will also provide official documentation that can boost its value at auction. As we delve deeper, let's talk about some of the highest auction prices for 1970 dimes with errors. One particularly notable sale involved a 1970 S-proof dime with a double die obverse, which sold for over $7,000. Another standout example is the aforementioned 1970 S-proof dime struck on a 1900 barber dime, which fetch tens of thousands of dollars due to its rarity and the sheer improbability of its existence. These coins are the crown jewels of 1970 dimes and serve as a reminder that even the smallest, most overlooked coins can hold incredible value. Now, let's address a key point. Why are collectors willing to pay so much for these error coins? It all comes down to rarity and demand. The more unique a coin is, the more desirable it becomes to collectors. An error coin is essentially a one-of-a-kind piece of history, a snapshot of the moment something went wrong at the mint. For collectors, owning such a coin is like owning a piece of art, an artifact that tells a story no other coin can. But beyond the monetary value, there's something thrilling about the hunt itself. Sorting through rolls of coins, examining each one for signs of an error, and finally discovering something extraordinary. It's a treasure hunt in its purest form. And the best part? You never know where the next rare find might be hiding. It could be in a jar of spare change, a roll of dimes from your local bank, or even tucked away in an old drawer, forgotten for decades. So, what should you do if you think you've found a valuable 1970 dime? First, resist the urge to clean it. While it might be tempting to polish the coin to make it shine, cleaning can actually damage its surface and significantly reduce its value. Instead, handle the coin carefully, preferably with gloves, and store it in a protective holder to prevent further wear. Next, research the coin to confirm its error and rarity. There are countless online resources, forums, and communities where collectors share information and expertise. If you're still unsure, consider consulting a professional coin dealer or grading service. In 2004, millions of dimes were minted across the United States, and for most people, they were just another part of their pocket change. But hidden among these ordinary coins lies a potential fortune, a chance to uncover a dime worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more. Yes, a single 2004 dime could change your life, but only if you know what to look for. Let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting, where small details can lead to massive discoveries. To truly understand what makes some 2004 dimes so valuable, we need to start with the basics, the specifications of the coin. The 2004 dime weighs 2.27 grams and is made up of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. Its design features the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, qualities that resonate with the coin's history, as it was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Roosevelt and his efforts in eradicating polio. What sets some 2004 dimes apart isn't their intended design, but the errors that occur during the minting process. Errors can happen for a variety of reasons, and while they're relatively rare, they're highly sought after by collectors. Let's start with some common errors you might encounter. One type of error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank, known as the planchet, is not properly aligned with the dies during striking. As a result, part of the design is missing, and the coin looks lopsided. Off-center strikes can range from slight misalignments to dramatic errors where most of the design is missing. The value of these coins depends on the extent of the error and whether the date is still visible. A 2004 dime with a significant off-center strike could be worth hundreds of dollars. Another common error is the die crack or chip. Dies, the metal tools used to strike the coin's design onto the planchet, can wear out or crack over time. When this happens, raised lines or bumps appear on the coin where the cracks occurred. These imperfections make each affected coin unique, and collectors are always on the hunt for distinctive examples. While die cracks might not fetch as much as other errors, they still carry a premium over face value, especially if the crack is prominent or located in an interesting area of the design. Cuds are another fascinating error to look for. A cud occurs when a piece of the die breaks off, leaving a blank, raised area on the coin. This type of error can be quite valuable, as it's a clear indication of a minting defect. Imagine finding a 2004 dime with a noticeable cud. You're not just holding a 10-cent piece. You're holding a collector's item worth many times its face value. Now, let's talk about some of the rarer and more significant errors. Double die errors are among the most coveted by collectors. These occur when the coin's design is struck twice but slightly misaligned, creating a doubling effect. Look closely at the lettering, numbers, or Roosevelt's profile on a 2004 dime. If you notice doubling, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. Double die errors can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the prominence and location of the doubling. Another rare error to watch for is the clipped planchet. This happens when the metal sheet used to create coin blanks is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a curved or straight edge that's missing part of the metal. Clipped planchets are eye-catching and relatively easy to spot, making them a favorite among error coin enthusiasts. A 2004 dime with a clipped planchet could easily sell for a significant premium. One of the most exciting errors, and a true jackpot for collectors, is the transitional or wrong metal planchet error. This occurs when a coin is mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for another denomination or made of the wrong metal. While this type of error is extremely rare, examples have been found in other years, and the possibility of discovering a 2004 dime with this error keeps collectors searching tirelessly. Coins with this type of error have sold for tens of thousands, and in some cases, even more. Real-life stories of collectors discovering rare coins add an extra layer of intrigue to this pursuit. Take the story of a casual collector who stumbled upon a broad-struck 2004 dime at a yard sale. The coin appeared larger than usual, with a design that extended beyond the normal boundaries of the planchet. Initially dismissed as just an unusual piece of change, the coin was later authenticated by a professional grading service and valued at several $100s. It's stories like these that inspire people to inspect their spare change more closely. Another remarkable tale involves a bank teller who, over the years, set aside any coins that looked odd or out of place. Among their collection was a 2004 dime with a prominent die crack running through Roosevelt's portrait. After having the coin appraised, the teller learned that it was worth over $1,000. The lesson here is clear. Even the most unassuming coins can turn out to be treasures. So, how can you identify valuable 2004 dimes and ensure you don't overlook a potential jackpot? First, you'll need the right tools. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe is essential for examining coins in detail. A digital scale can help you confirm the weight of a coin, which might reveal errors involving incorrect planchets. Additionally, reference guides and online resources can provide valuable information about known errors and their market value. When inspecting a 2004 dime, start with the obverse and reverse. Look for any anomalies in the design, such as doubling, cracks, or chips. Pay close attention to the edges, as errors like clipped planchets or reading issues are often found there. If you notice anything unusual, compare the coin to images of known errors online or consult a professional. Authenticating and valuing error coins is another important step. Professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can verify the authenticity of your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition. A certified coin not only commands a higher price, but also instills confidence in potential buyers. Once you've identified and authenticated a valuable 2004 dime, the next question is where to sell it. Online platforms like eBay are popular among collectors, but specialized auction sites and coin shows can also be excellent venues for selling rare coins. Local coin shops might offer immediate cash, though it's wise to research their reputation beforehand. As we build toward the most exciting part of this journey, let's reveal some of the rarest and most valuable 2004 dimes ever discovered. Among these treasures are double die obverse coins, where doubling is prominently visible in Roosevelt's profile or the date. Coins with dramatic off-center strikes or large cuds have also fetched impressive sums at auction. And then there are the legends of transitional errors, coins struck on planchets intended for foreign currencies or other denominations. While these errors are exceedingly rare, they serve as a reminder of the incredible value that can be hidden in plain sight. The thrill of the hunt and the potential for uncovering a hidden gem make coin collecting an endlessly rewarding hobby. To get started, consider building a basic collection of dimes from different years and mint marks. Once you're familiar with the details, you can begin searching for error coins in your spare change, coin rolls from banks, or even at estate sales. Joining coin clubs and online communities can provide valuable insights and connect you with fellow enthusiasts. Staying updated on market trends and new discoveries will keep your passion for collecting alive and ensure you're always prepared to spot the next big find. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2004 dime is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary object can hold extraordinary value. With a keen eye, the right tools, and a bit of persistence, you could uncover a dime worth far more than its face value. So, the next time you receive change, take a closer look. You might just hold a piece of history and a fortune in your hand. Now that you've learned about these incredible 1989, 1970, and 2004 USA dime errors, take a closer look at the coins in your collection. You might just have a valuable one hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth guides on rare coins. The hunt for treasures is far from over, and who knows what hidden gems are just waiting to be discovered in your change.